Just an area chiller.
Mình nói không bị nghe nè. Mình đang thân lắm rồi. Thấy đi đấy. Ăn không sao lại phải thô. You know that?
Ja.
Ăn không sao lại.
Such a long big toe. Why do you have this long big toe like a fish?
You've got like 2 more minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's probably, that's what it's probably doing. Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, don't worry. But thank you anyway.
Hello.
Hi, are you alright?
Something
I'll just put that up there. Enjoying yourselves?
Oh, you know, Beamish.
Oh, been here loads of times.
Oh well, you can tell us a few things. Have you not? This is original, it's always been here.
Yeah.
Farm over the road shut in a minute because we've got storm damage. But this is your land girls' cottage. But they've always been here. The same as Poppy Mare at the far side, that's original. They're the only two original this side.
You think we weren't speaking, wouldn't you?
No farm letters, are you?
No land girls.
Land girls.
Yeah, this is your 1940s, World War II.
And I'm at the Chester Street Home Guard.
Are you a lassie?
No, Home Guard.
Yeah.
Guards. They got
Nice.
down in the guards.
Nice gun.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Stand gun, yeah.
Hiya.
It's an original, yeah?
Yeah, but it won't fire or anything, it's all safe there. So, all deactivated and perfectly safe.
That's like cautious, isn't it?
So many bullets would that magazine hold?
There's 32.
Yeah,
32 round magazine, but we found that it works better with fewer in there, now it's 28. Because the more you have in, the more pressure on the spring, so it's more likely to jam. So it'll usually run a bit better with 28 in.
Right.
But that's better than putting the full amount. So I'll fire automatic, or you've got a button to select. You've got automatic or single shot. That's like the cock position there, you see. Or you can put it into the safety there. That's quite safe. So you normally put it into safety before you put the magazine in.
You got in, yeah. Is that your
What
original?
colour of bullets will they be?
That's your magazine pouch. So the regular army had something the same shape but made of webbing material like that.
Yeah,
The Home Guard got these leather ones,
No, we don't
and you
know
only
how
got
to
one.
be tied up.
It'll hold 6 magazines, but I've only got one spare, of course. I've just got one spare,
All
but
right.
it'll hold 6. It was only the Home Guard used them because
I mean, when you think, you know, I bet that was worth some money, this alone.
Aye. It's a,
Yeah,
it's
'cause I mean,
yeah.
it's
I've got another
old.
one, I've got a pair, you know, they come in pairs, but they only ever
Right.
issue one.
Right,
But when they buy them, they seem to pair them up.
right.
But the Home Guard only ever got one, and then I had one of them, so I've got another one of these as well.
And is that for your hand grenades?
Yeah, that's a Home Guard pouch. So if you had a rifle, you might keep a hand grenade or rifle ammunition in it.
Right.
But if you had a rifle, you would have 2 of them, and it was only the Home Guard got that particular pouch.
Right.
And you can see if you had a stem, that's what you get if you're in the Home Guard. I've got a grenade in there. And there's me M36 grenade. And they were designed by
Am I right holding it, yeah?
yeah.
A bit of weight to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't got any powder in it. It's about, you know, it'd be nearly as heavy again when it's got the powder in it. And it hasn't got a detonator in it either, so you screw the base off. But the heavy little things when they're fully armed, that's where the detonator goes. You see, there's none in there.
Hiya.
You see, they've got like a shellac coating to bed so they don't rust. So they're very.
So in the factories they would make them and then put the powder inside.
Yeah, that's it. So that's like where they fill the powder up and that screws up. It's all built ready, so they'll put the powder in like that, and then they're loaded in like boxes of 12, and the detonators are kept separate. And there's a little tool, like a little spanner to open that. So you wouldn't, you know, they don't travel together because it'd be dangerous. So when you actually get to the front or whatever, that's when you're ready to go, and then you can screw all them off. And the detonators, it's just like a little, it's like in a U shape. So it's like a little percussion cap and then a bit of cord, which is what burns for 4.5 seconds. So it's in a U shape, and then there's a little, just like a little pencil, like just slips in there. So it's in a U shape and that just shoves in there. So when you pull the pin and you throw it, that lever flies off. That'll hammer down the powerful spring there and it'll hit the percussion cap. Cord will burn for 4.5 seconds. The detonator goes bang, and then a moment later the whole thing will blow. And
You've only got 4.5 seconds.
4.5 seconds after it leaves your hand.
Bugger, I couldn't work for 4.5 seconds.
And
Bland up me.
well, and the other thing is, you know, that you can only throw about 30 yards maximum.
Right.
You know, that's probably tops. But the shrapnel off them when they explode will travel further than that. So if you're in an open space, you could kill yourself or injure yourself. So you need to be, you need to have cover. You know, like a wall or a ditch or a hole you can drop into, a trench, whatever. But if you're in an open field, a bit dodgy using them, really. So you've got to think carefully. So that's the M36.
They didn't have it easy, really, did they, when you think about it? It's all the gear that they carried.
What calibre bullets are they?
Yeah, the 9mm Parabellum, same as what the Germans used. They had a lot of captured ammunition like from North Africa and that, and they thought we might as well use it. And they needed a submachine gun anyway, so they copied it off the German, the 40, the MP30 in the earlier model, and it was just a stripped down, cheapest possible version. In every corner that could be cut was, so it's not pretty. It's very clean, but it just about did the job. Just crudely welded, and you see the way the sling is two sides.
There's an upstairs
It's
as
just
well.
typical of like British wartime austerity,
upstairs
really,
as
isn't
well.
it? So it's
Look at them
quite
laughing.
interesting. So that's
You see the
it.
fire? Wow, yeah. Whoa.
So what sort of weight's the gun? Am I alright just to have a... It's quite heavy, you know? It's got a bit of weight to it.
Yeah, I mean, they're not bad, but if you're carrying it around all day, it's a bit. But you have a full magazine, and then you see them holes on the magazine. That's so you can get a rough idea how many rounds you've got left. Because if you've only got 2 left and you're going into action, it's not going to do you much good, is it? Whereas if you can see down to there, you know how many you've got roughly. You can see I've only got about 4 in because you can't see any further holes. Later on I stopped putting the holes in because I was letting dirt into them. But I think it was quite useful so you can see roughly how many rounds you've got left.
Well, I'm no stranger to guns because my dad had them when I was a kid.
Ah, right.
And one of my dad's friends, at the time he had all of the automatics and the semi-automatics, and I used to go out with him,
Yes.
and John would say, "Do you want to have a fire with this?" And I was just a young'un.
Yes.
And I was firing pistols and rifles and semi-automatic guns and God knows what else when I was younger.
We did that at the
So
time,
I was brought up on that, all that, you know.
yeah.
Used to be a passion of mine years ago, but
Yeah, that's all the
not so much now.
legislation.
I still find it interesting though.
Yeah.
Oh, the fascinating thing.
Aye.
Because I mean, what they're designed to do isn't nice, isn't it? They're designed to kill people, which
Aye.
isn't nice, but I suppose that's part of the fascination, I suppose, isn't it? It's like grilling, but they're, you know, they're clever, some of them.
My dad's ex-army as well. He was in the forces when he was younger.
Yeah. I mean, you see how crude they are, and then you look at something like a German Luger pistol,
Aye.
especially from the First World War, like beautifully made, they're like workmanship, stunning, you know, like work of art.
I've actually fired the old German pistols, like
Have you?
fire.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Aye, nice talking to you.
Oh,
And you,
yeah.
take care.
You have to get back into it now.
No, I
Like
think
his wife, man.
the firearms days are over.
Aye, don't be bothering. Well, you've got to have a license anyway, haven't you now?
For a firing one, yeah. You can get deactivated ones like that.
Just go and live in America, you'll get them anyway, won't you? Aye,
We've been to America.
Have you?
You can go into shops and buy them over the counter, man. It's crazy.
It's mad, isn't it? It is.
We went into a shop in the Midwest, and you can literally go in, buy a loaf of bread, a pint of milk,
And a gun.
and a gun.
It's sad, isn't it? Or as one was doing night shift, the other would come in. And so I like doing night shift because then when I get into bed it's been warm off one of them that's been in.
She's only doing night shift because there's not much to do.
What kind of thing
And
do you
hoping
do?
that's when I can go and see the GIs and get you some lipstick and nail
Not much
varnish.
farm work was done on night shift.
No.
What kind of thing did you do though?
Can't tell you. Secrets.
Nothing. That's what she did.
You've got to get your nail varnish and your stockings and your lipstick off the GIs.
Sorry, did somebody say Stockings again there?
Yeah, you've got to get them. Well, wearing things like that. Oh, man. Need bloomers. You didn't want to be taking a picture of the bloomers. Look at them laughing.
No, I see where you're coming from on that one.
Compared
Like.
to Stockings,
I
well,
know.
what would you rather have?
They look a bit solid.
Certainly not.
It's so like because he's been dusting with them this morning.
But that's all they're good for.
Well, they are actually.
Stockings?
Yeah, nah.
Am I on the mister?
You're going to get a pair of stockings and eat by the looks of things.
Have you not got any to show?
We used to have some.
Or any
hanging up, didn't
tomorrow?
we?
They're upstairs.
Oh, they're upstairs. See, you missed them, didn't you? You missed them.
We all wait here, you wouldn't get them.
Nah, you're alright. I tell you, I take these dungarees off. They fell down the toilet while I was out of the toilet.
I would say what's happened.
Because it fell down the toilet, so I'm drying it.
I'm on them.
Now you've got to have a laugh, haven't you?
You've got to. You've got
You're a
to.
long
Totally,
time dead.
totally agree.
No, because I had storm damage, so we've got to have a proper air roofer because it's heritage. So we're waiting for it to be done. But have you been in the new form, the 1950s? Lovely, isn't it? It is gorgeous.
Yeah, you know what it is, I could just get a few beers and just sit on the end,
There you
just chill
are,
out,
sit
couldn't
and
I?
talk all day,
That's a
couldn't
good
you?
idea.
Yeah.
Good, couldn't you?
But there was some money on.
Bring them back.
Beer and Stockings.
Aye, that's what, and bread.
Packet of Stockings and your crisps,
Bread.
not something.
Bread, so we can do you some toast on the fire.
Oh, I remember that when I can make toast.
Aye, we've got a fork there. So if you bring the bread, the butter as well, because we're rationed, we've got now, you know.
And the
So
jam.
You're being greedy now, Deborah. It's either jam or butter.
Well, I want jam.
Or well, you can have both.
I don't want butter, I just want jam.
Oh, so you've got to go and get with some jam and some bread. Don't
Champion.
bother with the butter, we're fine.
You bring the Stockings, and we'll have a party. Nice talking to you. See you later.
Take